Hello YouTube. Today we're at the Riviera Maya area in Mexico at the Iberostar Parasio Maya. It's one of the Iberostar resorts, and this is what the actual main entrance looks like. So this is where you would be dropped off at. We'll go inside the lobby here. Here's walking in the main lobby. Then this is going over to the check-in area. Make reservations for dinners, check in, check out. Over here is the event desk, so if you want to go on any tours, excursions, they will book anything for you at an extra cost. Directly out of the lobby leads you into the snake bar. Totally air-conditioned area, and you will need it. This has been a very hot week this week in Riviera Maya. They have nighttime entertainment. I believe this bar opens a little bit earlier than the pool area, so you can get yourself a morning mimosa or Bloody Mary. Got a cigar bar, a donut shop with coffee. There's all kind of stores inside here too. Then this leads on back into the buffet area. There's two restaurants back in there, a steakhouse and a main buffet. This is one of the small pools tucked away in the middle of a couple buildings here, and so if you don't like the big crowds, you have an option. I believe there's two of these in the resort. This is the last pool at the very end of the resort, right down by the actual beach. And this is another nice little quieter pool without all the noise of the events. And again, it sits between the two restaurants, which is restaurants at the Maya. And if you go across the pool, that other restaurant that's in the blue is for the Lindo. And every morning you'll have a flurry of people cleaning up all the leaves and debris that had fell off the trees overnight. They keep this resort absolutely beautiful. And again, we're down at the last pool. We're going to take a walk down on the beach and show you what has happened down there in the past couple years. There are two pathways that lead you down to the beach, and they had made these out of all kind of local lumber. Nice handrails made out of just trees all put together. Just rough planking. Well, it's smooth, but it's just rough sawn planking that leads you back into the beach area. This is about halfway down the path. You can see all kind of wildlife down in these woods. Them little coyotes are running around in there looking for food. All kind of birds, iguanas, a lot of wildlife. Well, here's the entrance to the actual beachfront from the Maya. Beautiful white sand, but only one thing wrong down here. The last couple years, the seaweed has literally taken over the ocean, and you can see the backhoe. They haul bucket after bucket of seaweed out of here daily. And the water is so churned up from the seaweed, it almost looks like chocolate milk instead of beautiful Caribbean water. And then they also have a tractor with this machine that picks up the seaweed. It has become such a big problem down here. It's really a shame, because this used to be just beautiful down here about 2 or 3 years ago. And not too many people are coming down to the actual beach anymore. It's kind of hurting the beach business down here for locals. At the very end of the pathway, right at the waterfront here, is a little rental place. You can do banana boats, you can do jet skis, you can do little catamarans. Everything here is for rent, costs you extra money, but some people really enjoy doing this. But again, you can see how bad the seaweed problem has become. And that is a big John Deere farm tractor. So you can see the size of this machine that picks up all the seaweed. And they'll do this for a couple hours in the morning, every day. Here we are at the edge of the water, right on the beach. And 2 or 3 years ago we came here and you could see the bottom. You could probably read a newspaper off the bottom. It was so clear you could see all the little tiny fish. And this has happened, like I said, in the last 2 or 3 years. I actually can't believe how bad, but it's what seaweed will do. Yes, also at the beach area, they have snack buildings. So when you come out of the resort area, down at the actual beach, you have restrooms down here. This is an actual bar. You can get your drinks, whatever you want here. On the other side of this bar right here is a snack area. You can get hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, salads, all kind of just fast food. And the beach is still beautiful, but it's just the seaweed problem. But if you like to come out and lay out in the sun, it's still a nice place to come. They also have areas you can get massages, little souvenir shops sent out on the actual beach area, little temporary tattoos. But it's still a nice beach area, minus the water. They also have an area with some day beds that you have to rent. I don't know what the actual cost would be, but you'll see a lot of people actually using these. Little picnic table area right outside the snack bar, so you have a place to eat. It can be a little bit windy down here at times. Very nicely set up, very nicely kept. This pool here coming up is the main event pool. This is where the actual big bar is. Backside of it, more restrooms. Restrooms are kind of spread out, so you sort of have to find out where everything's at. They actually have a shelf along the edge of the pool that the lounge chairs actually sit in, and they usually have music all day long, a lot of different games and events. Again, very well kept. This is the front side of the bar at the main pool. There's a waterfall that goes over top of that grotto, and underneath there is the whole bar area. Nice to get out of the hot sun and get a little wet while you're getting your drinks. The side I'm showing you there is the actual Maya, and this pool shares between the Lindo and the Maya, so if you're staying at the Lindo, you share the same actual pool. More waterfalls, a little bridge that connects the two sides. We'll head on up to the wave pool. This is standing on that little bridge that connects the two halves of the resort, the main event pool with the bar. And then when you turn around on this side, this is still the same pool that goes up behind the actual wave pool, so that big Mayan pyramid is actually the backstop of the wave pool, which houses all the mechanicals to actually make the waves. But it's a nice place. You can go up and look around up there, and it's a nice view. We're up on that Mayan pyramid between the wave pool and the event pool. Look at the nice view. You can see all the way down to the bar area. That's the Lindo side, and that's the Mayan side. Turning around, this is the actual wave pool. It has a waterfall that we'll show from the front here in a minute. And there's a lot more activities going on during the daytime. Another bar, and behind the bar there's another pool, like a game pool, and there's the Lindo side. This is the front side of the wave pool. Again, there's that Mayan temple in the background, and that's where that waterfall I just showed you was. They have a schedule of when the waves come on, and they last for about 20 minutes, and before they come on there's a big loud siren that goes off, and then gives you an idea that the waves are coming on in the pool, so look out. Also at the very front of the resort they have a lazy river, and this lazy river circles around this little jungle setting, and they have various little waterfalls and things that will squirt you, but it's set up in a nice little jungle area. Here we are down by the actual wave pool, and across from it is a little shop down here that sells all kind of beach stuff, pool stuff. Anything from rafts, inner tubes, sandals, sunscreen, goggles, anything you might want to use around the pool that you didn't pack. It's not too expensive, but if you can pack anything from home, it would be a lot cheaper, but sometimes it's just hard to bring everything you wanted to bring, so they have an option here.
One more.
A little video of the grotto bar, the waterfall.
No, ¿qué? No. Una vez que cayó recomienza. One is restart. Two passes.
Kind of noisy in here. Make you any drink you want here. Cool off a little bit. back out to the pole. All right.
What town was that? Pittsburgh? Rayon, New Jersey.
This is Christine from New Jersey. Joyzy.
No, we don't sound like that, but
And my wife Sherry, and Christine's with her friend Mary. Hello, Mary. Say hi.
Rayon, New Jersey. Another one.
All right. How's the drinks?
The drinks, total vodka with a splash of cranberry.
And what do you think? What do you think of the Iberostar?
Iberostar, well, we'll give it only a 3.5 this year. Sorry. Maybe I gotta raise that 4. 4. How high are the numbers?
1 through 10.
10. All right, erase that. We'll go to a 6.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Only because we had a few issues. Not everybody has issues.
Alrighty. Okay, a little kids club activity at the pool.
Go, Savannah! Go, go, go! Yeah, good job, Savannah!
Gilbert's gonna make the perfect margarita.
Cheers, salud. Instagram.
We don't have Instagram.
Facebook.
Maybe YouTube.
Facebook. What for you?
Margarita.
Same margarita.
Make the perfect margarita. Gilbert's like a machine. Ah. Gracias, gracias.
Salud.
Salud.